Well, hello guys, welcome back. So we were doing a lot of fortune telling today. Ugh. I'm wondering if I've ever worked with Mammon or the Mammon I work with is the part of my imagination that doesn't want to let go. And that's my Persian prince up there. It's not the actual cat, but I had a Persian cat. He was quite the prince. That cat was from Persia, as far as he was concerned. I actually don't know where he came from. Anyhow, this isn't about my cat. Um, look, he's like, oh, but I liked him. He was the coolest Persian cat ever. He loved, I swear to the gods, he loved blues music. I don't know why. You could be anywhere in the house and you would put it on and he would come running and he would just hang out and I would swear I'd look at him, I'm like, I swear you're a reincarnated little blues man. He's like just kind of listening. Sometimes he'd like kind of nod his head and then he'd like catch himself and he won't do it anymore and I'd be like, you're one strange cat. But of course this is before we have the YouTubes, or I just never thought to put him on. But yeah, he was something else. He was my little beauty. Anyhow, speaking of Persia, I told you guys on Patreon first, and patrons, you should be getting charged. If you're not getting charged and it declines the charge, Patreon is going to have us block people. It's nothing personal. It's just a lot of people are playing Ding Dong Ditch. Unfortunately, I can't set it up for long-winded reason to charge people first, which is what a lot of people have done, but then people ask for their money back, so you can't win. But yeah, your Patreon charges should be coming up. Told you guys first, we were playing one of those, cheesecake pinup games, and I said to Asmodeus, hey, look at that rug she's on. I bet that girl's Persian. And I'm not shitting you, that chandelier behind me, the little one that'll be on the left of the screen to you, it fell down. And I thought, well, the gum band came off or something. Later on, I was talking with Inori, and I said something about Mammon, and the stove, there was like this whole sound from a stove. And I said, he's not acting like any description I've ever seen of Mammon. So there's my first thing there. He's being highly, highly emotional. He was getting kind of goofy about going back to the cell. And he hasn't been watching the purse strings. In fact, Inari and I exchanged a glance, and we told him no, we weren't going back to the cell because he decided he wanted, asked me what it would cost for me to get 20 or 30 more of these kind of terrible games. And we told him, and we're just looking at each other, and he said I would have the money today. Well, I didn't have the money. And, I looked at Inari and, Mammon keeps disappearing, if it is Mammon, on us. And I said, I don't think he's Mammon. I said, he's getting emotional. He's getting to be a wreck. He's making these grand promises and he's failing every single time. He failed on the VR. Inari picked that one up. He kind of really didn't care that I went out and, well, technically I promised him I wouldn't go out on the 4th. I did not go out on the 4th. I went on the last of last month. And he's behaving real erratically. He's failing every single time. He's making all these grandiose promises, like he would give me like $50 for games just out of nowhere in a couple hours. I'm like, well, I'd like to see that happen. And he said, well, how much would you need for these games and these noodles? And it's like he's completely haywire. And I took Asmodeus aside and I said, look, he might have you foxed and have me foxed, but Inari's been staring a hole through him. And I said, Inari's politely tolerating him in that style that if Inari, it means he really doesn't like this person, but he's being polite. Because he's Japanese, and that was Inari, but there's something wrong. Whatever is passing itself off as Mammon, and I'm starting to think it's not Mammon, is really hyper erratic. He refuses food now because he hasn't earned it. He has to earn everything, and he's just bonkers crazy now. And I said, it's just weird that I happen to be the one person he's failed every single time with. I can't even think of one thing Mammon actually came through on. I'm sure if I go back and look at videos, he did something, but every other thing he promised, he failed on. And we're trying to give him time, trying to give him space. He finally would take an offering when I said, well, you can't do anything if you won't eat. But he's bonkers crazy right now. And I said to Asmodeus, I said, I don't know who he actually is, but he's ready for a lunatic asylum. This doesn't even remotely sound like Mammon now. He's like having a nervous breakdown, is what I would say, and that doesn't sound even remotely like the Mammon anyone else has worked with. So I said, I don't think this is Mammon. I don't think this is Loki having a go at us, because Loki wouldn't be that mean for that long. And if Loki promised you something, he's pretty damn good about delivering, and so is Hinari. Its only thing is, I think there must be something about me that anything he tries bounces off. And I said to one of you, I said, it's almost like the old man's going right behind him and undoing everything he's doing, because remember, the old man's a spiteful bastard and he still hates me. And I'm having stuff come up on Pinterest of Thor with his Thor's hammer, and you can tell the kind of people that designed it, and I'm like, fuck you, old man, no. So, and I used the runes today, and I said, I need some advice. And what did I get? Oh fuck, I'm gonna call it the twig thing after I learned the name, but damn it, I knew the name to look it up, but the twig thing. I got that upside down, which is like drawing the wrath of the gods. Idrisil, damn it. Not Yehra. Damn it, it's one of those. It's one of the runes. You know, the one about the blessings of the gods and everything. It looks like a support beam. Anyhow, that damn thing. Can't think of the name. I'll have it when I go. Oh, geez. I got LGs. And I got it reversed. And I thought, well, either the old man took the opportunity to get in. That's why I had given up rune reading. Or there's something wrong here and the runes are trying to warn me. And so I downloaded Kismet, which you can play in Pancake too. And sometimes she's a spiteful bitch. And basically she gave me this reading, and I really try to use that thing, even though it's a video game, as fortune telling. And basically she's telling me I'm sitting here like a little princess. I'm like, the fuck I am? What got in your bonnet, honey? But it was time to march forward into the world and show everybody everything I have. And Asmodeus and I are looking at each other and goes, well, what do you want from a video game? And I read my stars on that too, and Mercury retrograde, yay, fun for everyone, I guess, but it just seems like whatever is calling itself Asmodeus, not Asmodeus, Mammon, is not Mammon, or I'm seeing him break down and fail repeatedly, and I know his pride. He will not take anything at this point. The partnership's dissolved. So yeah, I'm the first human being to break Mammon, so achievement unlocked. I don't know what went wrong. I really don't. We gave him offerings, we gave him stuff, whatever. We tried teaming him up with different gods. We tried Loki, we tried Inari, we tried Asmodeus, we tried letting him work on his own, we tried everything under the sun. Satan and Lucifer were involved at many points. And Satan's just kind of been scratching his head like, oh, I don't know. And Lucifer too. And I don't think this is some kind of trust thing, because this has gone on for like 6 months at this point of just watching Mammon fall into space and being like, yep, that's what we're paying for, results. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's another demon trying to pass themselves off as Mammon and they're really scared at it. If the old man is having fun of us, and that's my waking nightmare, that's really the old man. Disguise would explain why he's useless. Ciao! And I got meow back here. Or it's just, I'm the one human being on the planet that he can't affect the fate of, which I guess that's good. He's goofy. If I'm doing what he likes and he's getting in, he's fine, but then, like we were talking before we let him try to come back into the family, that we thought he really should go, and he told me I would pay for it, so I don't know. He's, and I'm not trying to air dirty laundry. I've told you guys, I will tell you when stuff doesn't work out. And every human and every demon do not work out together. I work fine with Asmodeus, and Mammon was trying to claw his way to the top of the pile. And Asmodeus was being way too passive about it. I think because he knew that Mammon would keep bailing, and eventually Mammon would just be voted off the island. I love Mammon. I love him dearly, but again, I can't have someone that haywire around because he just makes us think of all the stuff we don't have that he promises to deliver on, and we never get it. Maybe he's God's punishment to me for leaving Christianity. I sometimes wonder. I'm getting laughter from Asmodeus, but I figure I would tell you guys. We love him, but he has way too much pride to just sit around and take charity, as he bitterly puts it. And for whatever reason, for me, he's absolutely 100% ineffective every single time. I could ask him to get the mail, and the door could be open, and the mail could be on the doorstep, and he could just need to flip it in. I don't think that would happen either. But the physical manifestations were interesting, so I don't know if that was Asmodeus, that was someone else, or that was just the thing. I mean, it could have been timing, but I don't believe in coincidence. So, we'll be letting Mammon go. I don't want to, but he's not happy. We're not happy. We're not getting results. And we want him as family, but he refuses to stay. He says it's charity. So we're like, okay, go. But it's like he's found a home now, so he also doesn't want to leave. So he's kind of making everybody miserable, but there's nothing he can do. We've tried believing in him, and we've tried giving him faith and trusting him and everything. He just keeps falling down. And he's the one now that wants to go out and spend money. So, yeah, I know either he's had some kind of breakdown because he's failed so much in front of me, or I don't know. I don't want to speak poorly of a demon, but it's not working. We had to tell him no about going back to the summer cell. And you know me, I'm usually the one that spends money like crazy. I would go through my entire bank account in a week if I didn't have some sense of self-control, but he kept wanting to go back, and I said no. I said there's something wrong here. It's just not working out. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.